Well, hello everyone, I'm MIgardener, and we're going to be making apple cider today. So, apple cider does not come from the store, someplace has to make it, and traditionally you'd have a machine like this, and this is an all-wood apple cider maker, and then I'm just going to go through the parts here to kind of show you guys the process of making it. You have a crank here, and a wheel here, and this wheel spins some blades, which pulverizes the apples. We're actually cutting them in half because it goes through them easier. And then you place the apples in here, crank this wheel, and it actually will drop down apple pulp into this bucket here that has spokes in it, and it's lined with cheesecloth. And then it drops into here, and then you place this wheel into the bucket, and it attaches to this thing, this crank. It's a screw that presses down the apples, and all the juice comes out a hole in the bottom where we collect it. So we're going to be cutting up the apples, and we'll show you the process as we go. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, so the apples that we're using are actually called second apples, and a lot of people think that you need perfectly aesthetic apples to make great apple cider with, because that's the society that we're in, where if an apple does not look edible, that it shouldn't be used. But places that sell apples by a certain grade will often sell second apples, where you have perfect apples that are often just either maybe too big or too small, but they're perfect apples. Like this one, there's a little, a little bruised, but it's a great apple. And there's this one right here. I mean, what in the world is wrong with that apple? And you can get them at a great deal, and it saves you a lot of money when you're doing apples, apple juice. So we're just going to be cranking up these apples here, and it's a fairly simple process. And they just drop down in there. And sometimes when it gets stuck, you just got to reverse it and go through them again. And they just all drop down into the cheesecloth below. And is apple cider making fun, Cindy?
It's very fun, but my arm might disagree.
Your arm might disagree? Well, it looks like you went through those apples pretty quick.
I did.
That was a record.
That was awesome. Are you going to compost this?
Oh yeah, we're going to compost that stuff.
Good stuff.
Look at all the juice just coming out, like, without even us pressing it. That's pretty cool. So now we're just going to fold in the cheesecloth here, and then we're going to put on the press top, which just goes on like that, and then it slides underneath there. Hopefully you can see that pretty well, guys. But it's coming down. It's coming. Right. WD-40. Right there.
Oh, excuse me.
Are you going to also go?
There, that's it.
Do you like making apple cider, Dad?
I love it. I like drinking it more.
Alright, and this is what it looks like after it's been pressed. That whole big bucket or container gets compressed down to about this much, and it's just kind of like a brick of, it's just kind of a brick of apples, and those are going to go into the compost pile. It's going to make great stuff. Finished product. So sweet. It's great.